You know, with all the free SSR GQuuuuX pilots they've been giving us, it begs to wonder, when are they gonna give us another free GQuuuuX unit, or just a GQuuuuX unit in general, either in a gacha or a story event? What's up, everybody? Fortexfiend here, and welcome back to another video on SD Gundam G Generation Eternal. And in this video, we're going to be taking a look at the pilot that we were just gifted from GQuuuuX, which is the SSR DEUX MURASAME. It's interesting, again, that they keep giving us these free pilots, which is great, especially if you're free to play, but there's a severe lacking of actual GQuuuuX units, aside from the ones that we already have, which there aren't very many right now. But let's go ahead and take a look what DEUX MURASAME is all about and see what she offers, and I'll give you guys my overall thoughts and opinions. So DEUX MURASAME is a durability pilot, so we've already gotten 3 of those in terms of free SSR durability pilots from GQuuuuX. We also got Ortega and the Char Aznable. Things about her that she has is, first off, her skills. She has lock-on, increasing her accuracy by 100% for a turn, for the next turn. And then afterwards, she has Force Guard level 3, which reduces damage taken by 15%. Standard, nothing too crazy that's noteworthy, but decent, you know. She also has, for ability-wise, support defense level 3. She has Cyber New Type, which increases her MP by 6. So she starts off with her MP, which is pretty much her tension bar, at 6. So she could essentially attain super tension, assuming that things go her way, to max, faster than other pilots that don't have this particular passive. And then her affinity, which is her final passive, is mobile armor level 2. So when she pilots a unit with the mobile armor tag, she deals the 10% extra damage and also reduces the damage that she receives by 10%. Now, if you take a look at that tag, the best unit overall for her is probably going to be the Narrative Gundam Apex. However, if you have this unit and you have the pilot, which you should if you pulled it, which is Jonah, you would much rather put Jonah on this unit than DEUX MURASAME. But if you want to, this is going to be her best option in terms of, like, from the gacha currently, right? If you are looking for her best free-to-play option, it is going to be the Ultimate Psycho Gundam Mark III. However, the caveat for this is that it needs to be upgraded from its SSR to its UR form, because right now, if you take a look at its stats just at SSR, because I haven't gotten mine to UR, I don't plan on doing it anytime soon, the stats are not that great. So if you're going to be putting her on this, you want to make sure it's at least already been changed into a UR once already, which, again, pretty hefty investment there for this SSR pilot to really shine. Now, there are other options for her. You could consider this Psycho Gundam, which this is a farmable Psycho Gundam. If you take a look at the stats, it has pretty solid defense. It also has some pretty good HP. And if you take a look at its actual weapon skills, 3 of them are ranged. So we got ranged there, ranged right here, and ranged right there. And DEUX MURASAME's best stats right now are going to be her range damage and also her reaction. So pretty much it's telling you right there that her range damage is going to be solid, even though she's a durability unit, and also she's more of like a natural evasion tank is what they were going for, and then they gave her that, that MP at 6. So interesting, unique design that they were trying to go for there, but this is going to be another good free-to-play option for her that you want to use. It's probably going to be her best one, if I'm not mistaken, because, with the terrain that this thing is capable with, you got space and you got land. Compared to the other ones that we're going to be taking a look at shortly, it's probably going to be her best option if you don't have the ult unit at UR. And then afterwards, she's actually pretty solid with the free Walo unit right over here. Walo has some good mobility. It actually has 8,000, which is pretty solid. And paired that up with DEUX MURASAME's good reaction, you could potentially be evading some incoming attacks as a durability unit. And not only that, but if you take a look at all of the weapon lists, the weapon skills here, you got large mega particle cannon at ranged, you got the anti-air beam gun, which is also ranged, and then you also have plasma leader, which is AoE, which is ranged, which is solid. Again, her best offensive stat is going to be her range stat, so this is another good free-to-play option. Now, you could opt to put her into some attacking units as well, like, for example, the Alvatore, which has a mobility of 8,989. And if you take a look at its actual skills, Giant Beam Cannon is ranged. GN Beam Cannon is ranged. Large GN Fang is also ranged. So if you're looking for, like, let's say another unit, not necessarily a durability, but something that could work along the lines of the tag that she specializes in, this is another one that you can consider. And then the other one is going to be the Big Zam. So if you have Big Zam, this is another one that you could consider because a majority of its weapon skills, again, is going to be ranged. Now, there is a gacha unit that you could try her with. It's going to be the Big Rang. But honestly, I mean, if you don't have this thing, not really, in my opinion, not really too worth it to put her on this unit. I'd much rather put her on the Zeta Gundam that you could farm for free. But this is another solid option if you have it in your roster, having some, decent range skills right over here that can take advantage of her best offensive slot. And then it also does have increased evasion. So again, it kind of plays along the lines of that whole stat that she has, which is reaction, which her reaction stat is actually pretty solid for a free SSR durability unit. So then she could be evading incoming attacks or have a better chance of evading incoming attacks. But all in all, I'd say she's okay. I'm looking forward to seeing if they are going to be giving us some GQuuuuX mobile suits soon that could work with some of these pilots, because we have way more GQuuuuX pilots than we do actual mobile suits. And I get it, the anime is new. They are releasing one episode a week, so hopefully soon, or maybe within the next 3 months or so, we might be able to see some GQuuuuX content, some GQuuuuX mobile suits that we could start pairing these units with, because right now, some of them are either really, really strong with some really good options, and then some of them are kind of just like unique designs, but, very limited options to pair them with. But I think this pilot is all right. I think she's better than Ortega. I don't think she's better than the free SSR Char that we got, but she's better than Ortega. She's just kind of like middle down the road solid. But again, free units, free pilot, which is fantastic for free-to-play players. So yeah, that's that on DEUX MURASAME. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about this pilot. What kind of units do you think that she would shine in that's not necessarily of the mobile armor tag? Or if you are using her for the mobile armor tag, maybe there's SRs or Rs that I could have mentioned, but let me know down in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you guys. Thank you guys again for watching. Stay tuned for the next video, and stay blessed, everybody.
早くキラキラで遊びたい。